My name is Abi Whitlock. I'm originally from Surrey, but I moved to Bristol about 4 years ago, and now I live and work here. And I've been on Artfinder for over 10 years now, since September 2015. So it's gone in the blink of an eye though. So I always loved art as a kid. Like I was always a very arty child, and my mum was an art teacher. My great-grandmother was an artist, but it was never something I thought of as a career opportunity. I feel like a lot of the media you see, artists are starving or just not doing well, or it's something they do on the side. So I didn't go into any of that. I actually went into food science and becoming a chef. But then I got ill during the time I was doing chefing. Basically was forced to stay at home, and I didn't know what to do with myself. I wanted to do something, I wanted to make something. Like I've always been a creative person, I need to be working on a project. So I started painting, put my first work on Artfinder, and it sold. And that was kind of the thing that got the ball rolling for me. And it's just been kind of up from there. Oh, it was always a difficult one for me because obviously I've never had any formal training as an artist, like self-taught. So for a long time I felt like I couldn't call myself an artist, which I think is the wrong attitude to have, because anyone can be an artist if they are passionate about creating work, I think. But yeah, definitely, like I'd say once I was making decent money from art, I was like, okay, I'm allowed now. I'm an artist. Yeah. I'd say I do realistic paintings of generally women in water, and it's about how the mind and body are affected when you're in water. So it's like a form of escapism, entry into a different world, and also just like the healing and restorative qualities of water and how they can affect people. Yeah, definitely. It's like a lot about relaxation, and just like, I think blue in itself, obviously a lot of the water I paint is blue, is very calming, like, yeah, and greens as well, very natural. I feel like people are lacking a lot of nature in their lives, so bringing it into their home in the form of a painting is one way of sort of bringing that aspect back into their everyday life. I think with that first piece, it was definitely like, because I wasn't envisioning selling it so much, I was kind of just making it for the joy of it. So yeah, definitely with that first piece, I was a bit like, oh gosh. But now I feel like, although I love my pieces, I want people to have them. Like I want them out in the world. I want them there to be seen, not just to be here, like in my studio with me. So yeah, it feels like I'm creating a collection which will be like across the globe, which is kind of a cool feeling as well. Also, like, people find their own meaning in stuff. Like I've had people say to me like, oh, this reminds me of this, or like this reminds me of my daughter, or like a particular feeling or holiday, which is like obviously not how I intended it to be at all, but that's so nice. Like people find their own stories in work. Yeah, definitely. And like, I feel like I didn't have much confidence at the beginning. So having someone kind of acknowledge your work and want it in their own home was like a massive boost for me. Like, oh, this actually could be possible. People actually like my work. So yeah, I sort of carried on that same path. And then as it grew, like it became more serious for me. And I was like, oh, this actually is a job that I can do. And like, as you say, if you do something you love, and you'll never work a day in your life, like, and that's kind of where I'm at now, yeah. I'd have to say, yeah, my first one is definitely the one that sticks into my mind the most, because I think it was such a surprise that someone like wanted my work for starters, let alone it was quite a big piece and it was going to America, so that felt even more special. It was like an international sale. Also probably like the largest piece I sold, which was like 1.20 meters by 1.50 meters. And that felt like a big, scary task to obviously ship that to someone without that being damaged, and like how much of an investment they had made into my work. So yeah, I feel like that's another one that sticks quite well in my head. So for a general piece, I'll sketch out the figure first, and then block out the entire thing in colour. Obviously build up layers on top of that. With my acrylic pours, I'll do the pour first, and then that kind of dictates the rest of it, which is quite nice. Sometimes like having the control taken away from you makes you produce better stuff, because you're having to take into account like what the paint's already done and what will look good underneath that. So I have like several different cups of paint, like vaguely in the colours I know I want to use, and then pour them all into one cup, pour it over, move it around, and then it never looks the same once it's dried as when you first pour it. So I'll come back and be like either, oh God, or yay, and then I'll work from there. And if it's not quite right, I can always touch up the actual pour with paint. I'll use an underwater camera for my underwater shots, and then like a DSLR for any shots taken from above. Yeah, and then I'll usually take several references and then pick elements I like from each of them. Like I might like the figure in one, the water, like certain sparkles of light in another, and I kind of work with several references next to each other on my laptop, and then take what I want from each. And then with the water, I kind of leave it more up to my own interpretation. Like I'll add a lot more colour that's there, like more colour the better for me. So yeah, I'll add like rainbows and other stuff like that. I use the reference for like a general, like where is the light in the water? The general, like the ribbons of light you get, I'll keep those the same, but then I might add extra ones or add more colour underneath, like make one into a rainbow, or like do a quite like a circular element, like you'll see it in several of my pieces, like the circles radiating out. I might add more to that to make it more enhanced. So yeah, and it's kind of intuitive, like kind of feels like breathing to me now. I don't really have to think about it. It's just how the composition looks and where that needs to be to make it more interesting. It can take quite a while sometimes, like especially with combining photos. Obviously it needs to look correct, and I need to know like generally the feeling I'm going for within that piece. So if it's like a really detailed piece, that can be quite difficult because there's so much going on in the photo anyway. It's quite hard to add. It's more taking away, I find, with that, so maybe you won't even need a second reference photo. But generally I've got it down now, like, so I'll take like a morning to come up with something, and then the afternoon I'll be blocking out the painting. Oh, there have been so many. Yeah, there's some really good ones down in Devon. There's Chudley Pool, which is really good, and Topsham as well. They both have, like, I just like a variation in water as well. Like some of the water, when it's really dark, can look great because the contrast with the light looks amazing. And then lighter water has a completely different effect. Like, yeah, I like just the variation of water is important for me, yeah. It's a battle every year. With the British weather, like, it needs to be bright sunlight, and often when I go, like, I'll be waiting for the clouds to go past. Yeah, exactly, literally like that. So yeah, it needs to be sunny, it needs to be bright as possible, and the sun needs to be high in the sky to get the good sparkly light, so yeah. So when I first started out, I was very influenced by the work of an artist called Alyssa Monks and also Samantha French, and they both do like women. One of them, she does women in the shower, in the bath, that sort of thing. And then Samantha French, she does pool paintings as well. But now I feel like I've kind of gone into a much looser phase. I'm doing much more work with acrylic pouring and stuff like that, which obviously is like, it makes the piece half abstract and then there's a realistic element to it as well. I'm really enjoying that. It creates quite like a magical, dreamy feel. Yeah, you can see that in some of my pieces. Yeah, very much so. I think for my larger pieces, more like a modern minimalist home with like a limited colour palette, so the work can really stand out, pop, and be sort of the focus of the room. But then I think some of my smaller pieces like look good on a gallery wall with like maybe like a darker background, so they like pop out against that. I think like a lot of us now don't really have access to the natural world or green spaces or anything like that. And even if we do, like we spend most of our working lives inside staring at a screen. So just being able to bring nature into your home in some sort of way that you can just glance at occasionally and it's right there, I think makes a huge difference to people. Yeah, and water in itself, I feel like is just like a relaxing and like restorative like subject matter. And I think a lot of people, when they want to go home, they just want to relax. They want to tune out. So yeah, I think that's why that's so popular. I've gone through transitions, so I've like, it is similar to what I do now, but in the 10 years I have done other things as well. So it's like I always come home to the water, but there are other things I might branch out to for like a year or like a few months. So I did animal portraits for a while, and landscapes for a little bit, which was less interesting to me, I feel like. But yeah, water is where I'm at generally. I think what with the rise of AI now and how like so many creative industries are sort of being stolen and that form of expression is kind of dying out now, I think it's so much more important to buy art with a human behind it and a human story, and have something in your home that actually has meaning and originality behind it. And I think supporting independent artists is a great way of sort of fighting back against that like mass AI art thing that's going on right now. So I don't use a palette, I use a Tupperware, basically a lid and the underneath bit. The lid is the palette, the little bottom bit is to hold the water. And then when you put the two together, it basically makes sure that the paint stays wet for ages and ages. Like, world's cheapest thing, but great. Like, you don't need a palette, just use a Tupperware.